world bronze medalist Jaden Cox at the Olympic Training Center. We're at camp. You guys are just about to wrap up. Talk about what this week's been like so far.
It's been a very technical week. Focusing really on for the most part turns. And a lot of defense. It's been great because this was my first time that I've been here and we working with the Greco guys. So I mean, I've never really experienced that. So now getting to be a part of that was pretty cool. My ribs feel fine. I'm still able to breathe normal. Everything's intact still. So, but that was pretty cool. Other than that, I'm working with KJ and everybody out here. Zach, and then it's just been like a big week of growth, I think, for me, and a lot of stuff for me to take back when I head back home to work on.
You mentioned working with the Greco guys. What are some things that you picked up working with them?
How to gut wrench finally, they really put things in a matter of perspective as far as just like how to just do it properly. And I just saw like immediately once, working, with Matt Lennon and trying to think who I was working with from the Greco side. There's Mike, I can't remember his last name, they were able to explain it to me in a way that really made a lot of sense as far as helping me make the technical adjustments that I needed to. And so, I don't know, it was pretty really cool. So, and like I said, I saw the results of it right away, and I look forward to continue on working on that and to get better. I did give them a little bit of trouble because the day that we did gut wrenches, they were like, yeah, we're going to work together. And then we went to leg laces, and they were just nowhere to be found. So, I get Greco guys don't do leg laces, but I feel like they should partake, and they get to torture us for a day. So I mean, I feel like it should be the same back and forth.
You mentioned some things that you could work on that you're learning. What are some of those?
Well, a big one is making it so when I take people down, I'm turning them. I'm getting points that I'm a threat everywhere on the mat, and not just in one aspect. I think that the coaching staff, as far as like I said, KJ and them have really helped me so that I'm really changing my folk style habits into freestyle habits. I'm not saying like some of them don't. I think I have folk style habits that benefit me actually in freestyle. So I think they're hand in hand, but definitely helping me to know when and where to apply each one, and really just helping me grow in every aspect of this, I guess, of this style of wrestling, without completely dismantling who I am or what I do.
You're planning on traveling soon for a tournament. You don't do that a lot.
No, I don't.
How are you able to, I guess, maintain the skills that you do and be able to have the success that you do staying stateside most of the time?
I just wrestle anybody and everyone. I wrestled guys from Westminster, their college. I've wrestled little kids in high school, even little kids. I just wrestle and don't get me wrong. And people may be like, that doesn't make you better. And yeah, it may not do the most, but I just get on the mat and I just go. And of course, I have the guys in the zoo as well. Definitely, they help me out. And Mike Ironman still is always a part of my life. So whenever we can, we get together and we're working on things. Even if we don't physically work on something, if we talk about it, everything, I still feel like I can get better. And plus, I'm a competitor, and I come anytime I'm on the mat, I'm looking to compete. I'm going to give it my best. So I think with that and having that little chip on your shoulder all the time, which I think I have, and I proudly have that. You're going to get the best of me, or I'm going to try and all-out fight, get my all-out fight with you, no matter what.
So when you don't see international guys quite as much, are you still ever surprised when you do get your hands on them by differences in their styles or anything like that?
Not really. I just like to go. It's not I think if I'm thinking throughout, for me at least, from where I wrestle, if I'm thinking throughout the match, then then something's wrong. I just don't think, just do it. Just go out there and just wrestle, flow. And it's not necessarily like a reaction, because I don't want to just say I'm reacting out there. No, it's I like the word. It's a flow. It's just I know what I'm doing, and I'm just enjoying it and just going out there and just doing it. but I wouldn't call it a reaction. It's just if anything, if you're not going to say flow, I would call it at least a full-out appreciation of just going and doing what you do. No, I'm not really too surprised by it. I'm not, I don't know. Nothing's really like kind of hit me out of the blue. You know, if I get hit in something, I get hit in something. It's like we still got to wrestle. You know, you get here, get there, whatever. Wrestling's wrestling, man.
You're training at Mizzou. How has your role as a coach developed this season?
It's one that is it's a learning curve. You know, it's different from being the guy, you know, in the lineup. And it also has to take consideration. I'm with guys that have been in the lineup with, you know, since I was there. So like it's like you're going not only from being in a different role with these guys, but you know they're still the same guys that you've had these experiences with and been with. So it's definitely something that I had to get used to, and it didn't take long. But it's something that I've actually come to really you know enjoy and see what it's like from the other, you know, aspect of the sport as far as what it takes to coach. And seeing that, you know, makes me have even more respect for the coaches that I had. All coaches from past, and even especially for my college coaches. It almost made me feel like I need to go to apologize to them, like, because you know sometimes you know I wasn't always the best you know, I guess the best wrestler or the best person or whatever it was, you know what I mean? So and like some of the guys do something like, you need to go say I'm sorry right now, because like I know how that's affecting him. He's not gonna come out of his office all week, you know, like, but it's been really cool. It's been awesome just to help these guys trying to accomplish their goals. And I don't know, like the one thing I have to say is like the emotional side is so much more as a coach than as a wrestler, like, because you invest so much into these guys, and you want for them to do well so much. Not for any reason other than the fact for themselves. You want them to do well. You want them to accomplish their goals. You want them to get the wins. You want them to go out there and prosper. And you know, and that's why like you know, I'm looking like, you know, the old Tom and Terry Brands just going nuts in the corner. You know, you'd think every match was the national finals if you had me as a coach. You know, I'm at the Maryville Open and I'm going nuts at my on one of my heavyweight matches, and you know, I'm like, come on, let's get the takedown. We're down 14-6. You know what I mean? So it's like, but you know, at the same time, it's awesome. I think that's good too. You know, it shows that I care and that I have an emotion. You know, that I'm as committed to this as they are. And I think it's also good too, because like I get to train with them and them with me, and I'm not a coach that just has to talk about it. You know, and I'm not the coach that just has to talk about running the sprints or talk about doing the list or talk about doing. I can be a part of that as well, and I think that actually helps the bond that I have with the guys that I help out with and that I roll with.
And we talked just a second ago about you're planning on traveling. What are some tournaments that you're looking at going to? I'm
looking at going to Cuba. I'm looking at going into Ukraine, and then like stuff like the World Cup and everything, and then I'm looking to go to the U.S. Open, mainly because I have to this year. But a funny story, I asked Quiz, I'm like, hey Quiz, how do you get into the U.S. Open? Because I've never wrestled in it. So he's like, Jaden, it's an open. I'm like, oh, my bad. That was my brain fart, my bad. So going to that, and yeah, I'm gonna.
So you're planning on moving up, right?
Oh yeah, I'm 92. 92. I didn't think that was such a secret or anything. Like people, I said it last time in Worlds, you know, I'm going 92. But yeah, I enjoy the new weight, and I look forward to competing there.
Cool. Thanks.
No problem.